Have you ever found yourself wide awake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., staring at the ceiling while the rest of the world is still asleep? The house is quiet. The night is still. But your mind? It's racing. Your body feels alert, restless, even though you know you desperately need sleep. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. For many older women, these early morning wake-ups are more than just a passing annoyance. They're your body's way of speaking to you, whispering messages about your health, your emotions, and your inner balance. The truth is, waking up during these early hours isn't just about aging. It's not just what happens after menopause or because you're getting older. It's often a deeper signal, something your body, your nervous system, or even your spirit wants you to notice. And the most surprising part? Few people talk about it. Even fewer know what to do when it happens. But you're about to change that. In this guide, you'll discover 5 powerful, science-backed strategies that will help you not only understand why you're waking up at 3 and 5 a.m., but how to respond in a way that brings peace, clarity, and better sleep. These are not complicated rituals or expensive tricks. These are gentle shifts, simple, mindful acts of self-care that work in harmony with the rhythms of your body and the emotions beneath the surface. And here's the part you won't want to miss. Fix number 4 is something nearly every woman skips, yet it may be the missing link between you and the rest you crave. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with not just information, but transformation. You'll understand what your body is really asking for during those quiet hours, and you'll have practical, loving tools to guide yourself back to rest, emotionally and physically grounded. If this message resonates with you, please take a moment to like this video. It helps other women find these calming insights. Don't forget to subscribe for more soulful, empowering health advice. And if you've been waking between 3 and 5 a.m. lately, just drop a quick yes in the comments. You're not alone, and we're in this together. Now, let's begin your healing journey, starting with the first and most important truth. The more you fight sleep, the harder it becomes to return to it. But what if the solution isn't forcing your body back to bed, but gently helping it release the tension that woke it up in the first place? Fix number 1, don't force sleep. Do this instead. It's 3:07 a.m. You've just opened your eyes. At first you think it's temporary. Maybe you'll drift back to sleep in a few seconds. But as your mind starts to stir, the familiar sense of dread creeps in. You glance at the clock. You calculate how many hours are left until morning. Your thoughts start spinning. If I fall asleep now, I'll get 4 hours, maybe 3. What if I can't? The pressure begins. The panic follows. And before you know it, your heart is racing, your body is tense, and sleep feels further away than ever. If this sounds familiar, it's because many women experience this same cycle. Wake up, worry, try harder, fail to sleep, repeat. And here's the truth that no one tells you. The more you try to force yourself back to sleep, the less likely it is to happen. Forcing sleep is like trying to calm a child by yelling at them to be quiet. It only makes the problem worse. Your body perceives this stress as danger, and in response, it releases cortisol, the very hormone that wakes you up and keeps you alert. So the harder you try, the more alert your body becomes. That's why lying still in bed, panicking, and overthinking only adds fuel to the fire. Instead of resisting your wakefulness, meet it with gentle curiosity. Ask yourself, what if this moment isn't something to fix, but something to soften? The key is not to battle your body, but to shift your relationship with it. Start by sitting up slowly. Don't jump out of bed or reach for your phone. Just change your posture enough to send your body a signal. We're okay. We're just resetting. Then breathe. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat. This type of breathing engages your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that promotes calm, relaxation, and safety. With every breath, you signal to your brain that it's time to unwind, not fight. Your heart rate slows, your thoughts begin to settle. You're no longer a prisoner to the panic. You're the one guiding your body back to stillness. Now notice your environment. Are your sheets tangled? Is your pillow too flat? Is the room too warm or too cold? Instead of lying in discomfort, gently adjust what needs adjusting. Fluff the pillow, loosen the blanket, take a sip of room temperature water. These small acts of care tell your body that it's being heard, that you are creating comfort, not forcing it. Sometimes, all your body needs is permission to shift, to stretch, to breathe, to feel. You're not failing by being awake, you're responding. And when you respond with kindness instead of frustration, the night begins to change. You don't need to force sleep. You need to support your body in returning to it, with patience, with presence, and with small, intentional actions that shift your nervous system from alertness to ease. This is the first fix. It's not about sleep hacks or tricks. It's about resetting the inner rhythm that panic interrupts. When you stop trying to fall asleep and start listening to your body, something incredible happens. You begin to rest again, naturally. But what if the real reason you're waking up is something as simple and overlooked as dehydration? In the next section, we'll explore the surprising connection between hydration and middle-of-the-night wake-ups and how to fix it. Fix number 2, hydrate smartly. It might surprise you, but one of the most overlooked causes of early morning wake-ups, especially for older women, is dehydration. Not the kind that sends you stumbling to the kitchen in desperation, but a subtler, quieter kind. The kind that lingers just enough to disrupt your rest, tighten your muscles, and leave your body feeling slightly out of sync. Waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. with a dry mouth, restless legs, or an inexplicable sense of heat in the body is often a subtle signal. Your body is low on water, and more importantly, on the minerals that help regulate it. As we age, our natural thirst cues weaken, and our cells lose water more easily. Add to that a long night without fluid, and it's no wonder your body wakes you up to ask for help. But here's the key. Not all hydration is helpful at this hour. Reaching for a cold glass of water might seem refreshing, but it can actually shock your system. That icy temperature signals your body to become alert. Your heart rate might quicken, and your digestive system may briefly kick into gear, making it harder, not easier, to fall back asleep. Instead, keep a small glass of room temperature water near your bedside. Not cold, not flavored, just still and neutral. When you wake up feeling parched or uneasy, take a few slow sips. Don't gulp. Let the water soothe your mouth, your throat, and your nervous system. This small act sends a message to your body. We are safe. We are cared for. But hydration isn't just about water. It's about electrolytes. Your body needs minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium to regulate fluid balance, muscle relaxation, and nerve signaling. During sleep, you naturally lose some of these minerals through respiration and subtle perspiration. Even more if you're stressed or dealing with hormonal fluctuations. So here's a gentle fix that many women swear by. Add a tiny pinch of high-quality sea salt, like Celtic or Himalayan salt, to your glass of water. Just a few grains, enough to restore what your body may have lost. This isn't about consuming salt. It's about replenishing trace minerals that quietly support your ability to rest. Alternatively, if salt isn't your preference, squeeze a bit of fresh lemon juice into your water. Lemon adds potassium, a critical mineral for calming the nervous system. It also gently supports digestion and helps your body absorb the hydration more effectively. Think of this as nourishment, not just a drink. With every mindful sip, you're telling your body, I hear you, I'm supporting you. And often, that small act of rehydration is all it takes to settle back into a peaceful, grounded rest. Hydration, when done wisely, is more than a health tip. It's a self-soothing ritual. A way to restore balance, inside and out, and remind yourself that you deserve care, even at 3:47 in the morning. But what if the reason you're waking up isn't physical at all, but emotional? In the next section, we'll explore how unresolved feelings, grief, stress, or even quiet sadness can wake you up, and how to respond when they do. Fix number 3, check your emotions. It's 4:12 a.m. You wake up not from a noise, not from a sensation, but from something deeper, something harder to name. You lie still in the darkness, not tired but not truly awake. There's no pain, no obvious discomfort, but your chest feels heavy, your thoughts are swirling, and a vague sense of unease sits quietly in your body. What is it? Why now? For many older women, this kind of waking isn't just physical, it's emotional. And more often than we realize, our emotions are the true culprits behind disrupted sleep. Throughout the day, we stay busy. We distract ourselves. We carry responsibilities, engage in conversation, attend to others' needs. But at night, especially in those early morning hours, the world becomes quiet, and so does our mind. And in that stillness, what's been ignored begins to rise. Worries, memories, regrets, longings, the unspoken and the unresolved. Your body becomes the stage where your emotions finally speak. In traditional Chinese medicine, this 3 to 5 a.m. window corresponds to the lungs, an organ believed to carry grief, sadness, and emotional weight. While this may sound symbolic, it aligns with what modern science has discovered too. Emotional stress and unprocessed feelings can disrupt deep sleep, raise cortisol levels, and keep the nervous system alert even when the body is still. So what can you do? You don't need to solve everything at 4 a.m. You don't need to analyze, fix, or figure it all out. What you need is space to feel, to name, and to release. Begin by asking yourself gently, what am I holding right now that won't let me rest? Don't force an answer. Simply breathe into the question. Let whatever wants to rise, rise. Maybe it's something someone said to you yesterday. Maybe it's a grief you've carried for years. Maybe it's uncertainty about the future, or a loneliness you've been trying not to name. If you feel ready, write it down. Keep a notebook by your bed, not for journaling, just for releasing. One sentence, a few words. I miss him. I feel unseen. I'm afraid. Let it out. Giving your emotions a name takes away their power to control you. It brings light to what's been kept in the dark. Even if you don't write, simply placing a hand over your heart and acknowledging the feeling can create a shift. I feel sadness right now. I feel anxious. I feel overwhelmed. That's all. No judgment, just truth. And truth, spoken or felt, begins to heal. You may be surprised to find that once the emotion is named and held, your body softens, your breath deepens, and slowly, the door to sleep creaks open again. Waking up with emotional weight isn't a flaw. It's a sign of your body's wisdom. It's telling you, there's something here. Listen to me. And when you listen, when you respond with presence instead of avoidance, you create the space your soul needs to rest again. You don't need perfection. You need honesty. You need compassion. You need the willingness to feel what's there without fear. And in that quiet act of emotional recognition, healing begins, not just for your sleep, but for your heart. But what if your body is physically restless? Your legs twitch, your neck aches, and stillness feels impossible. In the next section, we'll explore how to reset your body through gentle movement when sleep won't return. Fix number 4, move gently to reset your body. It's 4:28 a.m. You've been tossing and turning, your legs feel twitchy, your back is tense, your neck aches from lying too long in one position. You've fluffed the pillow, adjusted the blanket, and tried every mental trick you know. But nothing helps. You're stuck, awake in a body that just won't settle. Here's something most people don't realize. The stillness of lying in bed isn't always helpful. When your body is holding on to tension or trapped in restlessness, staying frozen can actually prolong the wakefulness. The key isn't to force stillness. It's to reset the system gently with mindful movement. Think of it this way. Your body is a conversation, and when you wake up like this, it's trying to say something. I'm tight. I'm tense. I need to move. And when you respond with gentle motion, you're saying, I hear you. Let's find calm together. You don't need to do a full yoga session. You don't even need to leave the bed. Start simple. Begin by sitting up slowly. Let your legs dangle off the edge of the mattress. Roll your shoulders backward in a slow, steady motion. Inhale as you lift them. Exhale as you release. Do this a few times, letting the tension melt down your spine. Now turn your attention to your neck. Drop your chin to your chest and roll your head gently from side to side. Not fast, not forced, just enough to stretch the stiffness out of your muscles and invite circulation back into your joints. Next, stretch your arms up. Reach overhead, then let them fall softly back into your lap. Move your wrists in circles. Wiggle your fingers. Let your blood flow again. Finally, stand if you feel safe doing so. Take a few slow steps across the room. Feel the floor beneath your feet. Stretch your legs one at a time, or do a simple forward fold, letting your upper body hang like a curtain over your knees. This shift in posture tells your nervous system, we're not stuck, we're in motion, and motion means safety. If standing isn't comfortable, lie on your back and pull one knee at a time toward your chest. Rock gently from side to side. This motion massages the lower back and soothes the spine. These movements may seem small, but they're powerful. They reconnect your mind and body. They send signals of grounding and release. They bring back circulation, especially to the extremities, which can become cool and stagnant during restless nights. And as your muscles begin to soften, as your breath deepens, your body remembers how to relax, not because you forced it, but because you gave it the invitation to let go. Rest isn't always found in stillness. Sometimes it's found in movement, slow, kind, and mindful. The kind that doesn't ask anything from your body, but gives it permission to feel safe again. You deserve to feel good in your body, even at 4 a.m. And when you respond to its restlessness with care, that same body often finds its way back to sleep, all on its own. What if the real root of your sleeplessness isn't just physical or emotional, but mental? In the final fix, we'll explore how to calm a noisy mind through the gentle power of sound. Fix number 5, calm your brain with sound. It's 4:03 a.m. and your eyes are open once again. But this time, it's not your body that's keeping you awake. It's your mind. Thoughts are racing, memories rise uninvited, worries begin to loop. You tell yourself to stop thinking, to go back to sleep, but it only makes the noise louder. This is the restless mind at work, and it's one of the most common reasons women wake up and can't return to sleep between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. The problem isn't the thoughts themselves, it's the battle we start once they arrive. We try to force quiet, we resist the noise, but in doing so, we make the mind even more alert, more active, more unsettled. So instead of trying to shut the mind down, offer it something gentle to focus on, something neutral, repetitive, and calming. This is where sound becomes your ally. Start with pink noise, a softer, more natural version of white noise. Think of the sound of steady rain, ocean waves, or rustling leaves. Pink noise works because it mimics the natural rhythm of your brain's wave patterns. It gently lulls your mind into a slower frequency, the kind associated with deep, restorative sleep. Unlike silence, which can amplify intrusive thoughts, pink noise fills the space with a constant, soothing layer that your brain doesn't need to fight or react to. It gives your mind something to rest on, something to follow, like a lullaby for your nervous system. If pink noise doesn't suit you, try a short sleep meditation, a calm, guided voice that walks you through breathing or progressive relaxation. Not for an hour, just 5 to 10 minutes, enough to give your mind a different path to walk down, one that leads towards stillness. The key is to keep it gentle. Keep the volume low, barely audible. Avoid sudden sounds, loud intros, or music with heavy beats. Your goal isn't stimulation, it's surrender. Let the sound do the work. Let your mind follow it until it forgets what it was worrying about in the first place. If you prefer not to use recordings, try this simple exercise. Silently repeat a calming word or phrase with each breath. Peace. Let go. Safe now. Choose what resonates. Repeat it slowly with each inhale and exhale. This is called a mantra, and it works like sound. It focuses the mind just enough to lead it away from the noise. The reason this works so well is because sound bypasses the part of the brain that wants to analyze and control. It taps into rhythm, into calm, into presence. It quiets the storm not by fighting it, but by redirecting it. Your mind is not your enemy. It's just tired. It's just trying to protect you. And when you guide it with sound, you're not pushing it away. You're leading it home. You deserve rest, not just in your body, but in your thoughts. Let sound be the bridge that takes you there. We've explored the 5 core fixes, but how do you bring it all together into a nighttime routine that actually works? In the final section, we'll guide you through creating a peaceful, repeatable rhythm to help you sleep better every night. You've made it to the end. And that's not a small thing. You've journeyed through the 5 most powerful fixes for early morning wake-ups. But more importantly, you've taken time to listen to your body, your emotions, and your restlessness with a new kind of compassion. So now the question becomes, how do you turn these insights into a peaceful nightly rhythm? The answer lies not in doing all 5 at once or chasing perfection, but in creating a simple, repeatable routine that gently prepares your body and mind for rest every single night. Start by recognizing your 3 a.m., 5 a.m. wake-up not as a failure, but as a signal, a moment to pause, a moment to care. And with that mindset, carry these 5 steps into your practice, not just in the moment, but throughout your evening. In the early evening, support your hydration. Sip room temperature water with a pinch of sea salt or lemon juice a few hours before bed so your body enters rest balanced and nourished. As you prepare for sleep, check in with your emotions. Reflect gently. Journal for 5 minutes. Place a hand over your heart. Ask yourself, what am I carrying tonight? It's not about solving, just noticing. When you lie down, make your space inviting. Adjust your pillow, loosen the covers, keep water nearby. Let your room say, you are safe here. If you wake up, don't panic, don't force sleep. Sit up gently, breathe, move if needed. Listen to what your body is asking for. And if your mind is noisy, lean into sound, pink noise, a short meditation, or even a whispered mantra. Give your thoughts something kind to rest on. You don't need all 5 every night. Just start with 1, then another. Let them become part of your rhythm. Because the truth is, healing your sleep is not just about biology. It's about honoring your needs, physical, emotional, spiritual, and giving yourself what you've always given others: care, presence, love. This new rhythm doesn't just lead to better sleep, it leads to a deeper connection with yourself, a return to calm, a new way of relating to your body as it changes, not with frustration, but with tenderness. So tonight, when you wake up, pause, breathe, choose one small fix, and remember, you are not alone, you are not broken, you are learning how to rest again, and that is a beautiful, powerful thing. Thank you for being here with me. If this series helped you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Which fix resonated most? Which one will you try tonight? And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe for more gentle guidance, and share it with someone who may be quietly struggling in the dark. You deserve rest. You deserve peace. And now, you have the tools to reclaim them, one quiet night at a time.